Holy frick, we're back with another episode of Finite Materials here on Full Tilt Magic. We're going to do one more draft of Guilds of Ravnica before Allegiance comes out on MTGA, and then I'm hoping to continue one per week after that, so let's get it. Pelt Collector, another dies, like greater. One drops are good, this is pretty sweet one drop. I don't think this has quite enough to get there, although it's really fun. Legion Guild Mage, pretty sweet. Boros is awesome. Inescapable Blaze seems alright, kind of in both Izzet and Boros as a finisher. Patrol is good. Barging Sergeant seems fine. Nothing particularly crazy. I think pick order for me would probably be Guild Mage, then maybe Collector, Patrol, Blaze, something in and around that. There's nothing particularly great. Hypothesizzle is nice. I think you just enter the battlefield or dies. Power greater, then upgraded. So just 3 more. This seems cool because it can kind of infinitely grow. Not particularly great synergies with Selesnya, but once you bring up bigger things, maybe. It can trigger twice on a 3-drop if you play the 3-drop dies. So I'm going to try it out. I haven't played too much green, although I think Legion Guild Mage is probably the actual pick. Maybe hired Poisoner as well. This just seems really fun though. Might of the Masses. Oh god, this. Oh man. Okay, so the two on like very solid. I don't know if this is busted. It's just really well statted. If you can cast it, gets in for extra damage pretty much no matter what. And then there's Disinformation Campaign, which is just absolutely broken. Seems like you can pop off with it pretty well, and I think the payoffs for Survey, getting them early is better, and so I'm going to take this. I think just straight up this game, or this card will win you the game compared to True Fire Captain. Not tied at all my first pick. There's nothing particularly great in green anyways. So here, it's really between these two. And I haven't played Dimir in a while, and I hope to play it once. I'm not sure how it's going to change with Allegiance, so hoping to play it once more before it goes. Okay, so kind of not a whiff, but nothing great. I think I'm going to take Dimir Informant to get the Survey. Veiled Shade is fine. Everything else is just meh. If I was in Selesnya, I guess this is Woodshaper or Peacemaker, just okay. This blocks really nicely. Nothing really of note that I'd want to wheel from that pack. Then there's the Centaur, which seems like a solid inclusion into any Selesnya deck. Prey Upon is good. So this is Bats, Barrier. Creeping Chill I don't think is good. I don't know how worth it is to pick these up early. Bats just acts as a finisher. Creeping Chill I've never really tried to actually survey it. It's not good if you cast it, I don't think. But it's a nice little effect if you can survey it for free. So let's hope that we get enough survey to actually get this effect. I've never even seen someone activate it, so that can be our mini game for the day. Guildgate to stay open. Pick up the barrier here. Nothing else looks particularly good. I think Severed Strands is always nice to have. You can have too many for sure, but it's great on things like Higher Poisoner in the late game to trade, which you would trade anyways. Rats, Barrier of Bones, even Dimir Informants, once they've kind of stabilized the board. So this is going to be Higher Poisoner. You could take Cover Up. If we had gone Boros, I think our Boros deck would look pretty good with this at the top end. The Swath Cut of Giants. Disperse. Okay, so if we say that we're all in on Dimir, which we could go Golgari if we wanted to. In which case we would look to take, what would we take if we were going Golgari? Maybe the Foragers, because gets a nice life gain against Menace. I don't like this card in Dimir because I guess it could be kind of a finisher, but it seems like it plays better in Golgari, where putting that creature in the graveyard will give you value from Undergrowth, but there's nothing else really. I'm not tied enough to stay open though. Yeah, I think picking a green card there wouldn't have been bad to stay open. And then you come here and say, okay, grabbing Crushing Canopy might be the. But I think Golgari is really shit though. Okay, so this is our pack. Pick 9, so 8 picks after. Everyone's taking a card from it, so there are 5, 7. Yeah, there were 15, 8 picks. Now there are 7, and we had that hired poisoner in our first pack. Yeah, grab it again. Pretty much play unlimited amounts of these. This is going to be between the crab and the strands. 2 separate strands, unless you have really good value creatures, is probably a good amount. And what are we looking at curve-wise? I think I'll pick it up. You're going to get as many crabs as you likely want, so that's fine. Probably going to take the Shade. This is Golgari, and it's a more aggro card. We don't have too many. We have pretty well 2 Survey synergies. One of them is pretty negligible. Lock it to stay open, or be able to splash green, though I'm not sure what necessarily you'd want to splash. I think just grabbing this creature here is fine. I'm going to take Barrier over Bats. Actually, no, we already have the 2 1-drops. Well, we have 2 Severed Strands, so I think Barrier becomes better. And here we go. I guess if I had thought through that this was in the next pack, I would have taken the Bats, because more likely to wheel. I'll take another one, in case they're particularly aggressive. Then target creature you control fights. Okay, so this kills anything, but it's expensive and likely trades, so let's do this. Sideboard, sideboard, sideboard. And alright, sweet. So, really good pack in general for Dimir, as there are kind of 4 cards that you'd be happy to play, and then you get Etrata, which is just super cool. Will win the game on its own, and at the very least is just trading damage and killing a creature. So very happy to open this. Any of these 3 wheeling I'm happy about. Even Necrotic Wound is like gonna kill something at x equals 1 or x equals 2 often, so it's fine to play if you don't have a lot of synergies. Alright, so some pretty sweet rips here. We already have 2 Severed Strands and not much of a top end, so it's a debate here. I want the Survey, and this card is just really powerful, but I think the correct pick here could easily be Capture Sphere. In taking this, hoping to wheel, Wound, Cover Up, Whisper Agents are nice. They're kind of like removal with Survey. So then what do we have now? So we get our Locket if we want it. We can have a Rat, which is good with Severed Strands. Or the Centipede, which is also good. Rather have the 2-drop, I think, and I think it's a little bit more value if we don't get enough Survey than the Barrier. We already have the 2 hired poisoners for that slot. What is this? Choose a card name, search target. Shuffles a little bit and draws a card. Okay, so this is like a hate pick in standard, I guess. Here's some really good cards that we can pick. We're gonna likely pick up some really good stuff on the wheel, but this is Watcher of the Mist by a long shot. Gilgate to alleviate any kind of mana concerns. Are we looking dicey? We got a lot of black low drops, not even that much blue really, but then the double blue at the top with Watcher in the Mist. I think it's probably Wall of Mist is still good enough here with 2 Severed Strands, but we have Barrier of Bones. I think I'm gonna take the Gilgate. Always happy to have them. Hired Poisoner. I don't think the X1s are in that big of a danger. Oh, what? Oh, this is... Okay, so this isn't first pack. We have enough Survey that this could be nice. There's 2 here. 3, 4, 5. Only 5, not enough. Capture Sphere is just very reliable. Otherwise, it'd be the Rat. So hoping to wheel any of these 4. The land, cover up, play 1 counter at least. Would be nice to get something that's more recurring to get the value off the campaign, but I think we're just getting good card quality and we don't have to worry too much about just chaining those. So nothing for us really, maybe playing the bats. But the 4-drop slot is looking pretty tight. We're probably cutting this. Let's do this for now. Necrolisk was Fringe to begin with. What's here? Okay, so this is our pack 1. And yeah, 3 of those cards wheeled, which is pretty sweet. I'm torn. I think I'm going to take the Informant because it does a similar thing. It doesn't quite draw you a card and doesn't block flying. Comes down 1 turn earlier with an extra point of toughness. I don't think I need the Survey. So yeah, otherwise, if I had more Survey synergies, I would take this, but I'd rather just Muse Drake in Le Vacuum. One of the cover-ups is probably going to wheel, so I'm going to take the Mesmerist if I need to get low drops. And I'll take the Centipede because of the Severed Strands. Here, any of these 3, I think Wall missed to block all the mentoring. Oh, so the other one didn't wheel. I don't need another Veiled Shade, but I'm not sure that I'll play this. Wait, I don't have 1 Veiled Shade. Oh no, they didn't take it. Okay, so the Guildgate came around, which is nice. No! It is slightly too late to switch. 2 really good, 3 really good cards. I don't know. Artful Takedown is basically kill something, tap something, and at instant speed. So you have 2 instant speed spells. This will kill something bigger, but this against something like Boros or a turn where you're gonna die, kills something and tap something else, so it saves an attack. So I like the flexibility of it. I think that's what puts it over the edge for me. Would really like another Watcher in the Mist, but I don't know. So we have double Severed Strands, will likely play both. Right now we're 22 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 creatures, 1 piece of good removal, unconditional, but I mean, it's still conditional on you having a creature. I think this is takedown. I want some more removal. I think this is just too flexible. Chemist's Insight seems pretty sweet here. I do like Disdainful Stroke, but the card draw on this is just wicked. The value. Don't think I'll be splashing this, even with what, we have 3 Guildgates too. I think this ends games and blocks fine early rather than a second Volduck Mesmerist, though the army of Mesmerist is pretty awesome to behold. So I'll take this. I think it's a good one of. I don't know about the second, definitely not Leapfrog, much better in Is It. Maybe a 3rd Severed Strands if I need to kill something. That's really good. I have the double Barrier of Bones, so I'm in on that. I could take Dart here. Curve's looking alright. It's a little bit heavy on 4 and above, but if this, I mean, might as well be a 5-drop, so it doesn't look too terrible. I think a 3rd Severed Strands. I really like the Centipede trading and then buffing up one of your blockers. Take Vapors for the sideboard rather than Guild Summit, not too great. Child of Night is just okay. Does a similar thing as anything else that's any of the other low drops. I don't need another Severed Strands. Here, I think it's a 3rd Barrier. 2nd Wall Mist versus 2nd Mesmerist. More likely to want the wall against things that just go over the top. So this is Disdainful Stroke or Muse Drake. These Drakes are nice. It's going to help dig to some of these bigger threats. Right now I'm at 25. I'm probably doing something like One barrier. I don't know if I'm gonna play this main deck. Something that's gonna stall out more. I think having it on hand with the takedown and Chemist's Insight, Capture Sphere is gonna be nice rather than the other Drake. Oh wow. Okay, Capture Sphere wheeled. Disdainful Stroke wheeled. To play two of them would be nice in the sideboard versus just having a gate. I think I'd rather have it. My mana's fine. And I get my choice. Take the Knight over the Mesmerist. Child. Mesmerist, I get another one of these. I get the Locket if I want. Get another Child of 9. Okay, so pretty well equipped to handle Boros, I think. Alright, what do we got? So right off the bat, we are at 23. And would I cut any... Do I want to make any hard cuts? I think to start, I'll keep one wall out for the barrier, for the slight synergy with Severed Strands and the Disinformation Campaign. Keep this sideboard. Rat's good with Severed Strands as well. Keep one of these. I feel like I'd play as many of these as humanly possible. All of this top end, I think, is great. And really just tinkering around with, all right, do they have Vapors or something that punishes the 1/1s? Do I need to bring in more Severed Strands, Vapors? Maybe if they're like Burn, I could bring in the Children of Night, Creeping Chill. But yeah, this looks pretty good. 8/8, 8/7/2, so the mana looks pretty good. It's like 10/9 with really wanting to hit. I don't know why this is so heavily skewed to blue. I think I'd rather... I'm going to do it the opposite. Because if I have... I wanted to be more likely to have this Swamp on turn 1 to play one of the 5. In my first... It's 5, it's 10. It's 8 of my 1 and 2 drops are black. So keep that here. And we only need double blue up here. So I'm not sure really how I calculated that, but it looks a little bit off. So I'll do on Dimir. I'm glad that I got to play it. Got to finish this soon. See how we go. Can't keep this. Reluctantly, we'll keep it. Bottom, need action. Well, in the number of draws that we have, we're pretty likely to hit the 4th land, which is the first time we can play something proactive. That's slightly better. Being on the play here helps alleviate. The survey from Informant will get us to 4. So we do want to hit a land. So we can top. Yeah, I'm fine drawing another piece of removal because we're really going Muse Drake anyway. So it'd be nice to have that for his Cyclopses, for whatever the weed that I nuts. Interesting. Alright, get our Drake down. So this looks good to go shields up until the end of time. Might bring in the second Disdainful Stroke. Interesting. This is a funny sitch where... Okay, so he does have 2 red mana. I'm going to... I do want to hit a land drop next turn, so actually, no, I don't need to... Doing this to hold up Disdainful Stroke and hopefully... Oof. So the reason that I'm gonna put this in the graveyard, I really need to hit that 5th land drop, and I want to play more proactive. And waiting for 2 land drops before playing this, I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference. And I get to hold up Disdainful Stroke this turn, anyways. It does kill me a little bit. I mean, either way, this is gonna happen. But not putting enough pressure on is what we're really in danger of. So an entirely reactive hand, and would have felt even worse with that 6-drop. Would be death by 1,000 cuts, I guess. Sure. Unclear if the splash is black or red yet. Probably black. Or sorry, probably nothing. Oh my god. Okay, so maybe I didn't count up the removal in my deck, or I guess, the first time in my life I'm upset about. Did I just capture sphere this? He's got 3. Nah, if he plays. I don't think it's worth it. I scried that land to the bottom. I guess with the surveys, I thought I could hit it. Me? This is interesting, because now I don't even want to. So what could he have? He's got 7 mana. I guess I should just capture this. Hope to bait out a counter if he has it, just to clear the way. And if not, slightly increase the pressure that. So let's do this. I'm not putting a counter past it. If he's playing Dimir Informant. I'm just gonna enter. Sure. So here, like the way that the reason I wouldn't play the miss is if he has a counter and it just completely blows out my only thing to do right now with these 3-piece removal. Whereas this lets me, if he tries to develop a creature, which hopefully he does, then okay, so it's irrelevant. I mean, he still gets to keep the counter up if he has it. But I don't think I can wait now unless I draw something better. So let's see. Maybe it'd be correct to wait again. Guess it's just a balancing act. And could totally see just playing the Hired Poisoner and Capture Sphere. Yeah, in case it did happen. So I was right, and I probably should have continued to play around it. Because that's actually now my only, like, 2 of my best threats in the graveyard right now. Mind you, he doesn't have anything going for him either, except he, with the cover up and Hypothesizzle, plus if he hits the 4th red mana. I forgot he can use the other one. Now he can use this one. Yeah, he's gonna kind of drown me in card advantage a little bit, but we'll see. We're gonna get some attacks in. We're gonna have Severed Strands to kill stuff. Unclear how defensive he is. We know that he has. He put in the. It's interesting. He put in the. He had the Direct Current. I think it would have been better to keep it in the graveyard. We still won't get attacks, but I'll Capture Sphere, and hopefully he doesn't have a creature. I can Capture Sphere, Vital Land, and Severed Strands. What is this weird combination? So he's got defensive cards with, maybe it's just a product. What do I do here? Attacks creatures with defender can't block. Okay. So I can Capture for the crab and attack. Rather than just play. I'd rather, I think, go Centipede and Strands. think I'm fine with attacks. He trades 3-drop for 2-drop. We'll see. Let's see how he blocks. I think he'll go here. I wasn't even thinking at all. Oh my god, what a terrible attack. I'm just blind. So he makes that trade, which makes sense. I was gonna do severed turns here, which is what I should have done. So we'll do this here. Yeah, I just gave away the centipede for nothing, which isn't too much. For mana, I'm gonna do this, which I should have done in advance. I don't know what I was thinking. Definitely misplay. Probably, other than not playing around the counter, that was the... Okay, that's good. Get the honest on that. I have backups for it. If I didn't throw away that centipede, I think my position would look pretty good. As these aren't particularly threatening. Land isn't terrible. I'm going to keep this for Disinformation Campaign, because I think that's actually important. Casting this for spell, almost all. So he can trade, but I'm going to try this out. I don't mind having a 3/5. Seems like might not be equipped too well to handle it. With 1, 2, 6. Inescapable Blaze killing this trading. Yeah, in this case, that's actually quite bad. And now we're left with... So if I didn't play that last round, this is fine. This is a 2 for 2 without the value. Yeah, he's gonna win on... Oh god. So yeah, with Guild Mage plus the Locket, I think this is done. And those really one big misplay and one kind of like slight misplay. Also, oh, okay. Well, this is relevant. Hopefully, he doesn't counter. If he has a counter, then I lose. This is one way that I get back into this game. Okay, this is good because I get to go double, get all the cards out of his hand, draw 2 cards. Sure. Okay. So. Lands are dead to me. Hopefully he didn't draw Counter, but I'll run it out anyways because I think I need to. It was good to keep the barrier bones. Again, if I didn't have that misplay, I think I'd be in a decent position to put some pressure. I don't know why I had to... Okay, so he discarded the Electromancer. Sorry, I'm gonna... Severed Strands, whatever. Okay, so he is splashing. These aren't just for card draw. Let's see what he does with this. It needs to die. Dowser, any kind of survey. His deck's pretty slow, and I think that me trying to play aggressive, or my mindset of playing aggressive, is going to work with me in the wrong mindset, or like maybe make slightly poor basis. I'll keep this. Threaten the counter. What does he have? He's drawing a lot of cards. That was the second 2-1 that he's played. Okay, Dowser. So if this doesn't get countered, I have to play it. I'm gonna play around the 3rd counter. Cool. Love to draw Survey. He's ahead on cards, plus he put 3 back. Not sure what deals 3 damage. If he had Sure Strike, he might have attacked. Let's see what this does. Does it feel like... Splashing for Justice Strike. I guess that's something... Command the Storm would have done it anyways. Thinking about... No, we can't block. I'd say right about now he's turned the corner. Just like far too many cards. I might be able to get back into it with some Survey, but what do I even have? Informant's down. I think I have a second barrier. Nope, there's my second barrier. It's a really slow game. You can pretty much track all of the blocks. He has the City Sphinx. City Watch Sphinx. Hey. He is the Cosmotronic Wave. It's pretty well. I don't think I want any of my low end. The higher poisoners are useless. If he draws the Sphinx sooner rather than later, see. Oh, and Deafening Clarion. Yeah, I want all my low drops just out of my life. Interesting. You got some really control-y. I have 10, 11, 12. I don't think you want to be drawing here. I guess he doesn't have to discard, but he has to kill me pretty fast. If he gets the City Watch Sphinx, it's 3 turns, but he still only has... I guess he's likely to get 2 creatures down, which will be on a 2-turn clock if I draw nothing. Okay. So if this is not a creature, then that's okay. Yeah, okay, so exactly that combination. Put me on 2 turns. 2 flyers, too. So, what can I draw? Severed Strands. Number... I don't know what I have. Yeah, and that's the land, and I'm dead. So yeah, I misplayed this game. I think I can win this though. His removal's pretty solid. What, 2 hypotheses? There's like... He's got 2 counters. It was close. Deafening Clarion was surprising. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go Disdainful Stroke number 2 in for sure. We're gonna go Hired Poisoners out. Bats might be okay. It's gonna be controlly and slow, so I can see that, I can see that, I can see that. Nothing in blue that I particularly want. What do we get? So all the top end is great. Capture spheres look good. Things that die to Deafening Clarion? No. So I think I'll go Creeping Chill, get out of here. I'm okay enough with just 2 of these. They're still good targets for Severed Strands. Let's take out Never Happen, keep in the Locket. 1310. Yeah, I think this is alright. Pretty much took out triple Hired Poisoner. And we'll go more for evasion, card draw, counter. Actually, maybe this is better. But then Severed Strands gets worse. But I can pretty much Severed Strands anything. I don't really have creatures that I care about. Oh my god, no! I don't think any of that saved. The amount of times that does. Yep. Well, it's still a good, if I hit lands, it's a good draw. Is it worth it to survey for a land? I don't need to hit 3, I really need it for next turn. This is probably a good turn. It's gonna have that too, bro. Okay. So I can trade here. Okay with that. I think this is ionized. I don't know if it's worth it to play around it. I don't really care about the centipede. And it worked out pretty nice. Here I might, because I got Artful takedown next turn. No. If he didn't counter the centipede, I don't think he'll counter the Drake. Although this does open me up for, I guess I just played into Deafening Clarion. Pretty hard. Okay, so yeah, playing around. I'm not going to develop anything else out. Damage to that creature. So I will 1,000,000% attack him with the gets the Drake out of range. And yeah, now I can hold up Disdainful Stroke. Disdainful Stroke's gonna be really good. I'm just gonna go City Watch Sphinx. He has no discards mechanics. This is good pressure that I'm putting on from what I saw. I don't know if he has too much to come back from this. Copying a spell. Yeah, his deck is pretty slow. Two useless 2-drops. Huh. Nothing. So we attack. Or do I... I want to kill something anyways. So I can see what he's going to do with his mana. Try and get this out. Or do I not care that he draws cards and just want to play the rat first. Because I don't particularly want him to... yeah, I do. I don't think he's going to block. Sure. Yeah, so that didn't really get anything. I think this is fine now. It's probably discarding a land. Okay, so... 1,000,000%. That's good. It's nice in a car. Wastes his turn. Keeps our Drake alive. He's pretty low. He doesn't have a lot of turns to dirtle around with this. So next turn, Artful Takedown becomes a lot better. If he just plays a creature. If he has another piece of removal, then he's still in pretty dire straits where he's taking 4. And it fucked up. This is actually like double good synergy because he wanted to draw the cards potentially, or drawing the cards would have allowed him to get a better discard. So he gets another Hypothesis. Not a huge deal. So he'll kill the Drake. Then. So he discarded good. Barring Disinformation Campaign, I will I think just go for it. So a little aggressive, but from what I saw, it still could get there. If this happens. So I still think keeping this is worth it. Still, what it Artful Takedown represents the same amount of damage, and I think it's debatable whether the Sphinx or the Guild Mage at this point in the game is more valuable. Worst case is he starts killing everything. Creatures you can... Oh my god, this is actually the worst. So he's like right back into it. And if I draw nothing, I'm just fucked. That was backbreaking. So yeah, the changes, if I could have made them, would have been great. Because yeah, these cards are kind of dead in my hand. And I'm just going to draw like Severed Strands. Okay, he gets another... I think this game is over, unfortunately. That's a good draw. At least I can play the Dowser. If he has Command the Storm, not looking great. Hopefully I can get some value. Severed Strands would be nice. If he has Inice here, I'm absolutely dead. So, a misplay, followed by... Jesus Christ. Not changing my deck, which I've done far too many times. Not that it matters, I'm dead anyways. That definitely clearing. So I went for it. Shouldn't. Misuse resources game 1. Didn't change. I mean, it was close. Definite Clarion. Did wreck me. keeping all lands. I want to get to... Although maybe getting to action would be better, but... I can kill anything. Sure. So we'll keep the Hired Poisoner. I traded for the Shield Mate, but not the Stray. The Boros Locket. I just think that the Poisoner is going to get pretty much guaranteed value against the Lesnian. So taking the damage is more than fine now. Ugh. I will trade it. Didn't really think about Righteous Blow. Maybe that's why it wasn't a great play. It's really not worth the 1 damage, whereas it acts as pretty good removal against giant worms and things of that nature. Hammer! Yeah, so not expect to see that. Disinformation campaign will be useful. Yeah, here, like, having the hired... He would have got the Hired Poisoner off on... He would have been able to kill it when I blocked with it. With Righteous Blow, but it at least would have stopped the 5 damage that I'm about to take. Let's see if he gets aggressive and attacks also with these other creatures. I think I'll block. I have Severed Strands on the barrier. So, if he has pump, he has pump. I'll take 5. Can't really afford to wait. We just have to play Sphinx. Hopefully hold back so he can mentor the Peacemaker or the Shield Mate, and they can attack through. So he can attack through with 2 things. If he has another trick, then I'm kind of locked in. And attacks with 3 things. I want to get Disinformation campaign down. Yeah, okay, so he can attack with 2. What trick would he have that kills it? I think I have to block. I don't have to. I can just do this. Go to 9. Not let him get his value off of whatever. Yeah, like, he has a trick. I need to keep this in for 5 life or 3 with Separate Strands. So, oh no. Hope he doesn't have a creature to follow it up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that That higher poisoner righteous blow really did a number on me. What? Why does he have that? So I can sever strands now to kill the hammer dropper, then trade, and it feels terrible. He trades with pretty much everything. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead. Okay, yeah, this integrity was the real beatdown. It was a miss block. I don't think this is gonna do it, friend. Yeah, so that's just game. The integrity was a beatdown. So was the righteous blow. High poisoners seem pretty good here. About barrier of bones, he's kind of going over the depth. Disdainful stroke. We have hit the centaur. Likely to have some other big stuff as well. This comes in for... Everything seems alright, actually. I don't know if I want to. Awkward with the guild gate, but I'll keep it. The survey right now. I don't think I need it right now. I want to, in case I draw. It's one of the few things still left for. Disinformation campaign. So I'd like to keep it. So hold up chemistry insight. I don't care about taking 2 damage. Hopefully he plays awkwardly around the counter and I get the card drop. Okay, so I'm still going to keep this up because it's not going to... Until it blocks something a little bit more meaningful, I think I'm fine. It's greedy, but we'll see if the now 4 damage that I've taken will matter. I'm gonna just go for Chemist's Insight. Maybe if I had nothing else to do with my mana, I wouldn't hold up. It also lets me, if he plays a 5-drop like the Centaur, I can just Capture Sphere it. Really? Nothing in green-white that would punish just Dowser right now. Let's see this, though. Just in case. Sure. So we Dowser, and we still won't block whatever spell he has. If he hits red mana and has the Justice Intervention combo card, or he has the Strength of the Pack, Convoke 3/3/3, there's just no point in blocking. And then I think with... Okay. Yeah. So, admittedly... It's not putting enough pressure, and I have just really good answers. Worst case here is a Crushing Canopy with developing a 3-drop. This card's so strange. Yep. It's irrelevant. So the Wall Miss is going to help a lot. Okay, Centipede's good pick as well. Yeah. We can start beating down. I'll just go Wall. Centipede. Shields are up. I don't know what single card he could have that would instantly change the game. That camaraderie card. Like draw 3 cards, creatures you control get. Plus 1/1 plus X plus X. That's not a big deal. I'll make him waste the mana. What? Yeah, like this is fine. Wasting combat tricks at this point, or combat tricks at this point are just a waste. He ends up trading awkwardly. I mean, killing the Wall of Mist wouldn't be great, but it'd be worth a 3 mana now. Killing the Centipede really doesn't matter. So now I just have a 2-turn clock, barring Crushing Canopy. Crushing Canopy would be shitty, but I'm alright. So yeah, we just attack. Wait for next turn to Artful Takedown. And we play the Informant now. It's going to be really essential part of what we want to need to do. I guess I'll keep both because Severed Strands looks really good with that. So I don't think that they're going to be played. If he does kill the Sphinx, then they represent a pretty good board state. He might be thinking that he needs to keep. Yeah, if it just goes to my turn, then I can tap it and give it -4/-4. Or actually, I can just Capture Spirit. Doesn't get hexproof, right? Yeah. So he has something to kill the Sphinx, or he doesn't. really sweating it. Okay, on to the next one. So yeah, he's just got creatures. It's really nothing crazy. I think the Wall of Mist looks really good. Again, I didn't really see much for Disdainful Stroke. He didn't play a single greater than 4 drop. He has combat tricks, so I don't really even want to go into combat. Nothing that was particularly... I mean, he might, as Selesnya, have... Bats looks okay. Oops. Now that he's on the beat down, though, I could see another Barrier of Bones, I could see a Mesmerist, I could see a Child of Night, but I just think it's fine. Maybe it's a little too heavy on the top end. And this is like really more like this. And this, yeah, I think I should skew it slightly. But with what? It's 1, 2, no, it's fine, it's fine. Triple Hired Poisoner. Yeah. So, without a 3-drop, I'll play the Poisoner instead of the Rat. I'd rather wait, unless I can tell that he's having mana trouble and get him to discard a card. So I'm not going to trade anyways. Unclear whether this, like, what that means, but I'll just play him. Efficient with the mana. No blocks. So once the music comes down, I'll have blockers. Unfortunately, if he just like kind of spams the board with small stuff, it's not going to be too great. Yeah. No. Just hoping to Disdainful Stroke 4-drop here. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to be on the back foot because I go Musedrake, he attacks with mana up. He combat tricks something, which is not ideal. And I go shields down, so yeah, getting that early is nice. So I'm probably gonna block to get him to use something on the Musedrake. That makes his what do we got here? Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Okay, no attack. I think you should still attack. I'd probably let in at least a few points of damage. So this is Disinformation Campaign plus lead up to Disdainful Stroke. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Yeah, Disdainful Stroke is going to kind of keep shields up hopefully the rest of the game. This is interesting. I think we'll get there. There's no point in doing anything. Happy now to trade a combat trick for the Drake. Hopefully get a little bit more value off this. Okay. Yeah, so he attacks now. Yeah, for sure. So I'll do this, this. I'm happy with either trade. If he just has one combat trick that's pump, then I'd rather kill the shield mate. If he has both, also fine.
I don't love you anymore.
I take 2 damage, he doesn't develop the board, then I get high poisoner. Oh, what? Oh. Poor bastard. That was the worst case scenario. It's just like trade bounce. Terrible tempo loss. I don't know if that would, thinking back if I were him, if I would consider that a misplay. So this is awkward where I just... He has like such irrelevant threats. I mean, I can block, so I can afford to... Not blocking with the rat. I think if I'm with just this. +2/+2 gets me here. So let's do this and take 2. Sure. I need some action. Either survey. Ooh, nice. Not what I wanted to see. I could Severed Strands the rat just to kill it, but it trades with higher poisoner, so it's like pretty equivalent. Just don't want him to outdraw. I'm at a very comfortable life total. Okay, good. Not a proactive threat. Combat here. I'll trade the... Okay, nice. Perfect draw. Let's go survey, draw, make a discard. Kill gate is irrelevant. Keep the barrier. Okay, what? He discarded? It's kind of scary that he discarded that. This is like one really good... Oh yeah, shit. One great way to steal a game. Plus there's a giant blood. I guess that was his last card. 7 is... Do I capture Sphere it or just kill it? I think for tempo plays, I go barrier. Strands. And that. I don't need capture Sphere here yet. I'd rather put him in an awkward spot. I'll just take the card. likely he's playing anything. He's not going to have that many instants and sorceries, so this isn't going to get extra value later. No attacks. Uses my mana better this turn. I have two pretty unconditional answers to anything he plays. Yeah, it's probably just a land. And it's just not worth it yet. I might capture through this eventually, so I'll wait to see what he plays this turn. Happy attacking in with the Centipede to get any. So we can attack here, trade for the stray to put something big. Is it worth it to have a 2/4 in the air? This is genuinely doing nothing. So I think trading for a stray, can't see an indestructible until end of turn. He's not even gonna trade. I'd rather just kill it. No, that's better because I mean, no need to waste the mana. But. Decent target for Capture Sphere, but no. So I'll Severed Strands this. Wait, why? So pay 1 mana to fix, plus give a counter. It's pretty worth. Okay, so yeah, I think what I'm feeling. 6. Have I really drawn that many? 6. Interesting. So it's Severed Strands on the barrier. I really want something that can put some pressure on them, and I'm not finding it. No attacks. I need Survey, which I don't have much of. Just need any of the top end, Artful Takedown. Ooh, it's game 3. How do we lose? He can go runner on threats. But yeah, even if I had Capture Sphere, the Grappling Sun dude would be a pretty irrelevant. Runner threats. Yeah, back-to-back threats put me in a tough spot. Sure. Cards is great. More likely to find my 2 aerial threats. Here we go. This is a good draw. This will kind of power me into. So I don't think I want either of these. So now at 4 damage a turn. Okay, there's a little. I might Capture Sphere this. Turn. No. I want to keep this back to block. Yeah, 4 damage, so 6 turns, plus me likely drawing. Really don't want that to attack. I have half decent blocks for it. So, is it the second one? It is. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Just get rid of it. I can also sever strands. Wait, I knew that this draw would be wall missed. This would have been a good thing to attack. So yeah, I'm pretty open right now. I need to draw the City Watch things ASAP, because if he has any other big drops, which we've seen 1, 2, 3 spawns, and if he has answers for my threats, then okay, what is this? 8, 13. Yeah, so not great. He might 7 strands, so that's 2. That's I have a hired poisoner. It's really like it's Dowser, which isn't even that great. City's Watch Sphinx, or else I got nothing. And I'm gonna deck myself. He gets the harpooner. Okay. So yeah, it's like huge board stall without the Sphinx, except yeah, likely he has some kind of answer for it. Huh. Attacks. 1, 2. Still a decent amount of turns if he doesn't, but otherwise I basically have no chance of getting in. Did I put in the bats? I don't think I put in bats. Okay, moment of truth. He has it or he doesn't. I think if he kills this, I lose the game. It's like, did he have Crushing Canopy? Did he put it in his sideboard? Will he draw it in the next 4 cards? Okay, cracks that, sure. It's gonna be tight. I don't even know what's... Please God, don't do it. This actually ended up being very clutch. Okay, it's fine. Pass to me. Pass to me. Yeah. Uh-huh. I still need 5 attacks. Attack number 1. Goes down to 17, so... put the second. I think I put another Disdainful Stroke in. He must have some answer to this. No. Guess I can miss block on an alpha with Pump. If he had Bounty Point, then oh, I completely forgot about her. It's the first time I've drawn her. He doesn't have double Righteous Blow. Oh my god, I was not paying attention that this had reach. Fuck me. What's more relevant? Takedown? Actually, it's kind of jokes, because I can... might get there with... I'm gonna try Ratra. Like, if he can't kill Etrata, then I'll just keep drawing her. Like, it will be relevant that she's back in the deck. Plus, I get to kill something. This is just... The next one's gonna be... Oh, no. That's not good. I knew about colors, so maybe I should have... Okay, Dowser. So I get Artful Takedown next turn, which is a nice attack. Depending on what else he has, but... Yeah, I think that's all she wrote. Fucking grappling, whatever. Damn. Just wanted to attack with her once. It's pretty much the only card in his deck that could... I can do it, right? Yeah, this is it. This is all I got. See what he does with this. Hopefully I can catch him on wait, is this 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, so I have 1 land and 3 cards. Ready block, just like that. Played what? A few combat tricks. Hopefully this is enough to get through. Okay. Doesn't have. Oh god. What are cards in his hand? Nah, yeah, I can't do anything. I'm not gonna be able to win this in time. Sure. Do I have anything to bounce? Destroy enchantments? No. Was that last game? No, that was game 1. Dick. 2 cards left in my deck. Can anything do it? I don't think so. I will go out honorably, though. Don't you think I won't? One of them's a hired poisoner one. 2, 3 hired poisoners. I think it's Disdainful Stroke. Oh, was that a misplay attack? Might have been. When I lost the City Watch Sphinx. Hit a fat top end. Centaur, Swath Cutter, swath cutter. Double center, double swath cutter. No, centipede. Likely won't be enough. I can't attack. Yeah, this was the misplay. I just didn't even think that it had reach. I should have waited for anything really. Artful takedown. Actually, I guess I had to wait for Artful takedown, but I'm close enough to the bottom of the deck that. Oof. Well, a fitting way to end the last game. Damn. Misplay, probably misplay. Like, should have waited. Should have played Dowser first. Might have been one way that I could get back into it. Yeah, right, bud. Just not enough oomph, we should say. Didn't run up against, like, I don't know, good decks. Get wrecked. Oh. Well, yeah. What a great way to end. I will be back in Allegiance.